Hello lovelies, this is Robin Dudley Howes, the artsy bohemian, coming to you from my studio in Los Angeles, California. I am very excited because it's that time of the year, which is my most favorite time of the year, and it gives me an excuse to play with my Halloween stuff. And since I have a design team project that was due for the Graphics Fairy design team, I made a cute Halloween inspired witchy little journal, and a lot of the images are from the Graphics Fairy, so I am going to go ahead and start and show you a flip through. It's extremely chunky. I can barely close it, and because of the time that I had to have this done, I wasn't I think I'm going to redo it and make another spine, but I can kind of close it. It's super big, and I didn't even really stuff it that much. I wanted to show you what I made it with. Those of you who are familiar with Daiso, this is from Daiso. You can get these right now. This is September 2019, and they're available, and that book, that really chunky book that I just showed you, is made from this. It's an accordion journal. See how it kind of just keeps going and going and going, and then you can flip it over on the other side. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 panels on each side, so you have 18 panels all together. And I cut off the elastic because it just was futile to put it on there. So that's what that is. If you want me to do a tutorial, I might be able to do that for you. Just let me know in the comments down below. So I'm a member of the Graphics Fairy design team, and all of these images are available if you're a member of the Graphics Fairy premium membership site. So most of us know who the Graphics Fairy is, and they have been giving away things for a long time, and they've been very, very generous, and now they have a membership that you can join, and there's probably thousands of images and bundles and digitals, things that they make with the prints that they have that are super fun that you can make envelopes with and journal pages. So I'm going to go ahead and show you what I've done with some of the Graphics Fairy images. So this is a Graphics Fairy image right here, the little image here, and let me just show you the front. This took me probably 3 days to make, just the cover. I love this little girl. So this is from the Graphics Fairy, and this is what inspired me to make the cover like this. And I'm calling the journal Keep Calm and Carry a Wand. And she has a little wand with an actual charm, little hat with a lot of little pieces of lace on there. And then I embellished her dress with little tiny pom-poms and lace. And this hat, these witch hats, you can get at the dollar store right now. They're in a package, so you can get a ton of them. I believe this is a Tim Holtz broom. Vintage Dresden. This is a vintage bingo card, but you can actually download one exactly like this on the premium membership site as well. There's a spider on here, and this is the lace that you can get from the 99-cent store. I used it quite a bit. It's really pliable, and it works really well for this type of journal or, paper crafts. So okay, let's go ahead and start and open it. I put some vintage ledger paper here and some stickers and some rickrack. So the way I'm going to do this is I'm going to be opening it like this, even though the book, the pages flip out like this. Okay, so I got on this kick where I made these adorable popsicle sticks. Oh my god, they're so much fun. So I made a few here, and I think I'm going to do a tutorial on Halloween ones. They just were so much fun. This is a Graphics Fairy image, and they're good for bookmarks or just to add some cute ephemera to your journal. Here's some other tags. This is a little pocket that I made. And this is a die cut that I put 2 pieces of glitter paper together and gave it kind of a shadow effect. Sticker here. And then all the pages I lined with vintage music paper to start with, just to give myself a foundation. And I bound most of the pages, the ones that were facing outwards, with the Hug Snug Ran ribbon. Doily. This is a something from the Graphics Fairy Design premium website, and I just stamped on it. And then also these. I thought, even though there's a Halloween themed images on their site, there's also other things that work well for Halloween. Like him, for example, looks like he's flying through the air, so that's kind of magical, right? And these make cute little journaling cards. And this is a very old glassine bag, and it says Autumn Haze, so that's perfect. This is a very old, probably from the 60s or 70s treat bag. You can tell it's old because it says it's made in the USA. And then I love these tickets that the Graphics Fairy has on their site. They have them in lots of different themes, and I went crazy when I saw the Halloween ones, and I just glued that onto a regular manila tag. And these are from Hobby Lobby. They still have these. I got these last year, and I tea-dyed it. There's a little journaling card in here. I haven't decided whether I'm going to sell this one or not. I rubber stamped on here. There's some of that lace that I was telling you about, and this is a sticker. It's like a 3D sticker, a big sticker. And I did tie the other ones with wax cord, and then I put some glass beads on them. This is super cute. This is from the Graphics Fairy premium website, and it's a potion order form. How stinking cute is that? And I thought if you wanted to, you could put like little bat stickers, you know, for the marks and to mark it down here. And I grunged everything up to make it look a little bit old. And this is some of this is coffee dyed paper, and some of it's just kind of craft brown paper. I did a snippet roll here, like kind of a Halloween theme, and then this tips up like this. This is a Graphics Fairy, and this is a Graphics Fairy image from the Halloween part of the site. This is from an old English-French translation book. This is a very old glassine bag. There's a stamped image of a gypsy. I have tons of stamps, probably 3,000 stamps. I was totally into rubber stamping like 30 years ago, and I still have a bunch. So I added that. This is a coffee dyed paper, and then I love how this came out. This is really old. Whenever I go to flea markets and I find black lace, I always buy it, even if it's not Halloween, just because it's hard to find. It's so old and frail that it just kind of falls apart, but it's perfect for junk journals because you can layer it, and it's very lightweight. And then I added some of the rayon ribbon on top of that. And this is, I kind of left, I didn't add a lot because obviously it was so fat I couldn't put more. I probably would have added more envelopes and ephemera. But I thought, well, this is kind of good because then there's actual room to journal if you wanted to journal. And I always thought this is kind of a neat journal for. I have a picture in here that I'm going to show you of the woman who this might belong to. She's a witch, and she likes to sew, and she likes to collect bugs. So this is kind of an interesting journal for somebody who might have those interests. And this is the other part. There's also these really cool tags, and they're in the botanical section, I think, for bug collecting. Here is a Grimm's fairy tale old book text that I added and made into a journaling card. And more of the old music paper. A sticker. I love stickers. I have lots of stickers. I just made a pocket. These are cool. I got these at Target when the school season was happening. I just thought these were so cute. They make them look like the old composition books. Well, they're not old, you know, the composition books. And then you can journal in this. I coffee dyed it. And I put some stickers on it. This is another place to journal. This is very, very old, from the turn of the century. It was from a really skinny book for children, for school children. And old wallpaper. And this one I kept white. It says Under Your Spell. And I love this. This is one of the really cool things that I love about Graphics Fairy Premium membership site is they have templates for digital. So this was a digital, I think it's in the autumn section, to make an envelope. So they did this beautiful collage on here. So all you have to do is fold it on the lines that they show you, and then I lined it with some waxed paper. This is from Daiso, you guys, so they have some kind of cute stuff there right now for Halloween if you want to go check it out. And then I put some really old glassine envelopes in there, and this really cool, these are playing cards. I got these at Tilly's a few years ago, and I grabbed them because I just love the old imagery of the Ouija boards. I think it's beautiful artwork. So I'm going to put this back on here. More journaling space. Just so much fun. I'm telling you, I could have spent another week on playing with this. And then here's another one of those popsicle sticks. Look at how stinking cute. Those are one of those Jolie stickers, and this was pretty easy to do. Made the front look good too, and the back. This is a napkin that I decoupaged onto here, and made a pocket. And then another thing, I wish they had these again, but the hobby stores, at least where I live, have practically nothing for paper crafting for Halloween. These are old. This looks like a wax seal, and it has a spider on it. Super cute. And what are they called? Rub-ons, I guess, from Stampin' Up. I did a lot of those. This is super cool. I love these. These are from the membership site. There's going to be a page in here that's dedicated to bugs, because I told you this witch likes to collect bugs. And aren't those the coolest looking tags? So I put these in here for you to add if you wanted to your bug collection. And this is a pocket from Target. I had a couple of tutorials showing you what I did, some other things that I did with these pockets. They really come in handy. I'm glad I bought a bunch of them. They were in the dollar section of Target. I love that part of Target, don't you? And then this is some really pretty, very thick vellum that I've had for a bazillion years. It has like a sheen to it, and I made a tip in so that you can write. So the cool thing about this old music paper is it actually has lines in it, so you can journal if you want to. It's unconventional, but it works out really well. Graphics Fairy, super cool. This is the botanicals, I believe, or not the botanicals, but the insects, where they have all these cool old pictures of insects and the specimens, and so this is a journal page, and I glued it to another piece of paper of the signature. And I love these. I love bingo cards. So this is from the Graphics Fairy Premium membership site. And I made it into a journaling card with vintage graph paper on the back, or writing paper, rubber stamped, and I did some direct to paper with the ink pad on this craft paper. And here's a little pocket I made out of some coffee dyed lace. And then this out of the way. This is super fun. This painted lady, it's a painted lady butterfly, was in its full, it was just had died, and it was on the ground, and I found it, and it was so beautiful, and I've been keeping it. Didn't know what I was going to do with it. I knew I was going to make something with it, and it just came in perfect for this type of a journal. So this is forever immortalized in this little pocket that I made for it. So on top of having these amazing vintage looking images for insects, they have these cool envelopes that you can make. So again, it's a template that's already printed out, and all you have to do is cut it out and then fold it on the lines, so you can add other specimens to this. This is another one of the Target vinyl stickies that I had gotten, and I was able to insert the wings inside of that. This is a rusty paper clip that I oops, I just kind of tore that. That I rusted with a solution that I use for soldering. And then there's a little notebook in here. So I put a brad right here. This is also from the Graphics Fairy. I grunched it all up with the direct-to-paper ink pad to the cardstock. And this just closes like this. So that's a cute little brad. It's kind of a Halloween brad. And you open it up, and there's another specimen. And some little place to make notes. More Graphics Fairy premium membership site images, and another one of these cute envelopes. And this one actually has a beetle wing in it. These are so gorgeous. I was going to make some earrings with them, and I still haven't, so I thought I would add it to here. And this is one of those cute templates that you can get. It's a die cut that I had cut out with the Big Shot. So that just kind of floats in there. And this rubber stamp is from Red Lead. I love Red Lead. And this just slips right on here. And I tied this off with some of the waxed cord and some more beads. Flip the page, and I think we're towards the end. So that's that part. This is the reverse image of a die cut. And then I'll flip it over to the other side. So now this side, more cool stuff. I added, these are very old Victorian onyx cabochons, and I added some of these to this journal. They used to use them and make pieces of jewelry or cufflinks, and they would put like a diamond in the center or a pearl. Kind of fragile. And I made a little tag. These are from the Graphics Fairy. Super cute. And I stamped Victorian onyx on there. This is just a sticker and some more, I think that's Tim Holtz paper. And I made a couple of pockets here. So this is one of the Target envelopes here. So that's a pocket, and then I glued it onto another one on the opposite side, and that's another pocket. And these are some of those old treat bags for Halloween. And some journaling cards. And this one I just kind of made a little junky book with it, a little notepad. So fun. I'm thinking of just making my studio into Halloweenville. I just love Halloween way too much. Well, not way too much. I'm proud of that. So another treat bag, and there's just a journaling piece of paper in here. You can get these types of papers, all types of vintage style papers from the Graphics Fairy Premium membership site. And cute, another cute tag with the ticket on it. And I did some collage here with that vintage lace and some old Dresden. And this is also, they have these beautiful numbers on the Graphics Fairy too. These are super cute. I got these. They're little, they're miniature index cards, and I coffee dyed them, and I just think they're so darn cute. And then I did a rub on here. That's also from Stampin' Up! From years ago when I was a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. I have a ton of stuff still left over. That opens this way, and this is from the Graphics Fairy, and I colored that in. I love those images. They're so pretty. This is also from the Graphics Fairy. I just did a collage on here with some vintage. This is the vintage lace, and this is that lace from the dollar store. One of my most favorite rubber stamps that I use for Halloween. This is some tea-dyed children's paper. And then this was kind of a mistake. I love the way it came out, though. That's usually the best, right? This is from the Graphics Fairy, and part of the face is cut off, and so when I was cutting it out, I didn't cut it very well, and so I laid this doily underneath it, this little doily, and put it to the side, and it looks like the wind's blowing, I think. So I love the way that came out, and I just even thought that would be kind of an interesting, I don't know, something to put on your clothing or something, maybe for a piece of jewelry. And then another treat little bag with this beautiful set of napkins. That's what I used to do one of the decoupage pieces. This is the lady, and I haven't named her yet, but she's the witch that owns this journal, and she's very magical, and she loves to do crafty things. This is a rubber stamp, a sticker. I rubber stamped all over this with this amazing rubber stamp that I've had for a long time called Sanded, and this is coffee dyed paper, and this is from an old book. It's called The Little Witch. And I just stuck that in there with some washi tape. So this is all good area to journal on. And this is also from the Graphics Fairy, and I made a 3-tiered envelope with just some cardstock and, you know, just gluing it on 3 sides. And so these are some of those cute little index cards, and this is a die cut that can be journaled on. And so there's one little pocket. Those are just stickers right there. And here's another pocket, and then here's another pocket. That's a rub-on and a cute little sticker. These are also from Target. You know, those seed packets everybody was getting. Another great place to journal. The lines are already there. And this is the sewing part. This was fun. I really had to stop because I actually had more stuff to put in here, but I cannot close it. So old ledger paper, and then Graphics Fairy has these adorable bobbins that you can cut out. So I cut them out and I reinforced them with some cardstock, and this is some of that old lace that I put on here. And here's some vintage rickrack. It's kind of a pretty orange. It looks really like a pumpkin colors. And these are those vinyl pockets that I like from the dollar store or dollar area of Target. I love this. It's old. Doesn't have a lot of the snaps on it anymore, but I had to get it because it says Wizard. This is a great place to journal because of all the lines here. And then this is another envelope that you can put goodies in here. And I just attached it with these fun little paper clips from Daiso. And then you can do notes here if you're sewing. And I had so much fun putting this together. So this is kind of an interesting, I don't think I've seen anybody do this, but I wanted to devise some kind of system so that I can, instead of attaching stuff on the side, what about doing it on the pages? So I took a paper clip and some washi tape and glued it down, but I put a little piece of cardstock under there so it would be stiff. And then this is a cute little envelope from the Graphics Fairy Premium web membership site, and I kind of grunged it up, and I thought it was cute because they look like they're ready for Halloween, don't they? They have little costumes on, a little kitty and a doggy. And I stamped needles on here, and there's some very old needles in here. So I put those in here. These are from Japan. They're sharps, and they're in that really soft black paper. So I thought that was really fun. And just tied it off with some of this rayon ribbon that we'd all love. Don't have any more of this. I think this was on a gift, and that's all I have left of it. I'm not sure what color this is. Kind of a pumpkin color. So that just slips on there, and I'm going to just slip that right there. And then this side, I made a tip-in with, this is from the Graphics Fairy. They have a new section of sewing stuff, so it's the sewing bundle that you can get all this really cool sewing ephemera on. So this is a vintage cross-stitch. This is also from that bundle. And look at how cute this came out. They have button cards, so I reinforced it with some thick cardstock. I put a little witch hat on her because this is a witch's journal, and I put these really old black buttons on here. And that slips right on here. And I'm coming towards the end, another Graphics Fairy image, super cute. This is from that old book. Another rubber stamp. I thought she looked like she was like a Raggedy Ann witch, so kind of fits the theme. Another rubber stamp, more rubber stamping. And then the end says, "Good fortune is coming your way." What a great way to end things, right? And then I put, at the very last minute, I put this tassel on here, which can be taken off because it's just stuck on there with a paper clip. And so this closes up, kind of. I'm probably going to wind up making a larger spine. I might cut the spine off and just make another spine. I'm not sure. So this closes up like that. And there we go. Thank you for watching, everybody. Make sure you check out the Graphics Fairy Premium membership site. There's going to be a link below. And you can also see the other design team members and what they're making. Amazing, amazing, amazing. Everybody's very different, and everybody's very, very talented. And I'm very honored to be a part of the design team for the Graphics Fairy. So I will see you in the next video.